Good evening. I'm going to try and keep this sharp and try and wake you up after a very long session. I'm starting to lose my energy myself. I'm going to support Malcolm before I start. So I've filled the slot today. Usually I'm just pitching this business directly. I'm not specifically focused around EAS, but this is absolutely EAS relevant to the investors that we have today. We've built a business. This business today, I set this company up 3 years ago. My background is I worked for eBay Motors, 6 months from 0 to 30 million. I left there, went to Accenture. I left there. My last job was with a company called Quip, which is the business directory business. Was sold to Yelp for around 50 million. My expertise is technology. My skill set is I build products. I build a minimal viable product into market. Once I get it into market, I test it by selling it to customers through direct sales teams. Once people buy the product, I fine tune it, and then I see scalability in the business. They go global, they make money. This is a business proposition. Before an investment for me, I'm here to present you my business, and I'm hoping you find it interesting in terms of investment on EIS. The investment we're looking for £350,000 of investment on EIS. We've already taken about 100,000. I had the MD from Morgan Stanley in to sing on Friday. He's in, so it means my financials stack up. If you do require a long deck, this is a short deck. If you require a long deck, if you require market sizing and financial forecasting, we have it. We're also looking at a next stage investment early next year, which is looking at an 8 to 10 million raise in the US market. There's also financial forecastings for the next 3 to 5. So it's all there if you need to look at it after the deck. This is event technology, so some of you might find it quite, it's mid-range in terms of interest, but actually the build and the product behind the business is very interesting. Where are we today? So the business has been running for 3 years. We are sitting with 3,267 paying customers. We operate in 70 countries. We have over 5,000 media publishers that we connect with to make our product work. We've actually submitted out around 1 million events on behalf of our clients, and we've generated over 1.5 million clicks from a network of advertising sites through to our clients' events. Clients include the Financial Times, Forrester, UBM, Informa. We have a very big play within the conferencing market. We haven't even scraped the service, but we have a very big play within the conferencing market. We've actually learned how our business should operate for the local market by looking at what a professional conference organizer does. And we're trying to understand how we produce the next level product, which is what the investment's about, to provide the skill of a professional conference organizer, the skill set that they use, the time they spend into producing a product which is a single submission event marketing product for an event organizer. We operate today, this is kind of a heat map of where the events that we work with and the companies that we work with are happening today from our platform. Revenue, let's get down to some numbers. We produced around $1 million in revenue last year, £700,000. Our product works on a 93% margin in local. It's just tough to get to local because it's real pain ringing all of the people we need to sell to. We have a fix for that. What's been really interesting is getting to conferencing. When the Financial Times buy, they buy 50 to 100 units. When Informa buys in Australia, they buy 600-700 units. And they pay premiums. Our price point in local, on a 93% margin, is around £50 to £60. Our price point in conferencing is around £500, and we have a 97% margin in that. And when they buy in volume. These price points are based on actually selling a high volume quickly into market. We believe when we start to implement ROI mechanics around what ticket sales and registrations have actually happened, we can start to move those price points up. Thursday last week, we did a global integration with Eventbrite. If you Google after this session today, Eventbrite Spectrum, we were put inside Eventbrite's platform. They're reselling our product. Eventbrite is a 300 million invested company out of San Francisco. They are reselling our product today. If you were to put an event on in the States, you'll see our products available to use to distribute and market the event. The technology we have, I still haven't told you how we do it, but as far as a marketing product into market, it's innovative. It's being used by some of the big boys. And our margins behind that product are very interesting. We just have to get it to market. Size of market, what are we trying to attack? So I've got bottom-up market sizing, which we did recently for Smedvig Capital. This is the top-down, this is total spending market. Really simple breakdown. How much money is being spent in the global event space? What do I think that looks like in terms of marketing spend? And that's a small figure. And what do I think that looks like in terms of the digital spend off of the marketing spend? So globally, $58 billion market. If I just was focusing in the UK alone, and I probably should have before I was forced to go globally through conference organisers, we're looking at about an $800 million market just in the UK. Our ambition is to really attack the English-speaking market, 17 billion. That's where we're looking at. We did a reverse in terms of market sizing. We looked at how many events are going on in the world today. 76 million events happen every month. And we charge on a cost per event basis, and we're looking to try to get our product to event organisers, both at a local and a conference level. What's the problem? So this is what actually happens. This event today, maybe you're looking at the room, maybe it's 70% full. It should be 100% full. I'm trying to fix that problem. I want every event to be full. Problem, event organisers, they submit millions of events manually to multiple listing sites, and they do that, Facebook, Time Out, Skiddle, Dexterous, all in London, and they fail to have a successful event. While I was working at Quipe, I could not get a product to work for the events market. Plumbers were buying advertising, builders were buying advertising, but the events market were not buying business directory market advertising, which is really quite interesting in why Time Out today don't sell events advertising, they sell venue advertising. The Royal Albert Hall buy advertising on Time Out for the venue, but not for the events. There's a problem. It's broken. So we definitely had a problem that I wanted to fix. What we did is we produced a platform that integrates into over 5,600 event publishers globally. Today, an event organizer can log into the platform, the event platform, submit an event once, single submission, and we pass that content out to event listing sites based on them wanting event information by category and location. We provide them a report to show them which sites we've put it to. A single event locally hits around 30 to 40 million potential customers on all of those sites at once. Those sites are engaging the world of mobile. On average, 20 to 30% of the sites we work with have a mobile application, so we're not only giving them audience reach at a click, we're giving them mobile reach instantly. Facebook online, Facebook mobile. It's an immediate effect. Something else happened that was quite revolutionary. When we placed unique content against a venue, which is where the event was happening, and we put it onto the World Wide Web, event discovery, which is poorly delivered today by all of the players, suddenly became Google. If you go on the web right now and look for an event when you leave this premises today, you will struggle to find one. If you download the apps, they're pretty bad experience. One of our clients was running an event in this area today at 8 o'clock, and you did a search on Google. The coverage of an event through our platform, through Google's delivery, is somewhere between 30 and 70% first page of Google, pages 2, 3, 4, and 5. If someone uses our platform and they're running an event based on location and category, our platform delivers a phenomenal awareness of that event, whether it be a comedy club in Barnsley or whether it be a pharmaceutical conference in Dubai. It's as simple as that. We have a 360-degree platform. This product is time-saving. It is effective. It works. I'm a big believer in things that work. I've worked for software companies and technology companies where the product is rubbish. My job was hard. I worked for eBay. It was an amazing job. I worked for Vodafone. Best job in the world when no one had a phone. I understand the value of a good product. Phenomenal product. The platform looks like this, really basic. Calendar, how many events are going in. Every event that we put in goes through to a report. Full accountability. When you give me an event, I put it on the sites. It appears in organic search. You can search for the event. We make you look for it. It is there and very visible. And that little graph there shows you how many people we're moving from search through to your registration pages. As part of the Eventbrite deal, we're going to be able to show you how many tickets are actually sold and how much money you're making, which for me is going to really change the way we present our business and how easy it will be to sell. If I tell you it costs £20 to market a comedy event and I'm delivering you £500 in ticket sales, the marketing cost becomes irrelevant. Sale of product will become more increased. I have a vision. Today I need to raise money to execute that vision. We have applied for and we look likely to gain a £100,000 smart grant from the government. Alongside that, I'm looking to raise the £350,000. What we want to do is we want to also increase what we achieve from a single submission. If someone submits a single submission into my platform, and let's just talk about the Horse and Crown in Shoreditch, when they submit 30 events for the month, I can get it out to a phenomenal audience, deliver organic search, get onto mobile, make sure the venue is full. But what I learned in the process is that customer's probably trying to set up ticketing, trying to understand how to manage customers, trying to get his product onto mobile. He's socially engaged, probably using products like Hootsuite, Social Sprout, these facilitators. He's probably using MailChimp, Constant Contact, SMS. He's ineffective, but he's spending a huge amount of time and money. This investment is about adding more layers to the delivery. The vision is very simple. Give me your 30 events for the month. I'll pre-ticket them through an integration with Eventbrite, so I'll prove your ROI. I'll create your email and send it to your customer base without you even having to get out of bed. Don't do a thing. I'll send it monthly, weekly, daily. How do you want it? If someone finds the event and buys a ticket, I'll SMS you right now to let you know where it is. This place was impossible to find. Imagine if I sent you a map to get you here. And imagine if it came with an offer. It's a free bar. I'd arrive early. The entire experience of a professional conference organizer that runs the Financial Times conferencing, I can deliver to the Crown and Scepter pub round the corner at £20, £50, £60 per event. Doesn't sound like a lot of money, but we're talking about a $56 billion market. There's a huge need for this service. There's a huge need for events to be full and successful. Outside of that, if you're interested in the nooks and crannies, we can deliver back phenomenal analytics back to an organizer to tell them who their customers are, where they buy. I can tell you if someone's buying, from where, and by how. How often do they buy? Do they buy via an email, from Twitter? It's technical. I love it. You don't need to love it. This is a business model we're trying to produce that's going to make a phenomenal amount of money in terms of valuation. Who's the team? Me. I used to work at eBay. I worked at Quipe, Accenture, Bauer Media, Local Space, Touch Local. Investments also going towards a key hire. Kimberly O'Hara, I work with at Touch Local. She used to work at Thompson Local and run 40 direct sales team. She came to Touch Local where I worked with her. She turned the business from where I got it to product, small revenues, proven, scale needed. She came in and turned that business into a £500,000 a month business within 6 months. I brought her over to Quipe, which was bought by Yelp. She went from running a UK team to a European team. She produced $1 million in revenues within 8 months. She was hired by Time Out. She hated it because it was corporate and slow and sluggish. She's come to event, she's crazy. But I believe she can get me to a £500,000 a month within 12 to 18 months. And if she can do that, I'll be looking at a Series A of around 8 to 10 million. This company will be worth around 100 million valuation within the next 12 to 18 months. Have a look at the financials, that's what we're trying to achieve. My other guy, this guy's also a little bit crazy. The analytics piece that I showed you on the strategy came from this guy. He had a company called Event Sneaker. He was trying to figure out he was trying to think about the brain, the customer, the CRM, how to make a piece of activity equal money. He used to work for the government. He set up his own startup, it was failing. I bought his company last year. He's now part of my team. Event is brawn in terms of marketing, because you need it for an event, because it expires. He is the brains. Bring those two things together, you've got a phenomenal product that executes. If you've got a phenomenal product that executes, people will buy it. Very excited about this team. What are we going to do with the money? I want to give Kim all the money. Kim is a direct sales machine. I want her to hire. We need to change office. I have an office on Great Titchfield Street. You're welcome to come and visit. We have around 12 to 13 staff that operate within that office, just off Oxford Circus. I need a bigger office because I'm busting. I need to put a direct sales team into that office with Kim managing it. And we want to put money on the bottom line while we keep working on the technology to find the sweet spot so people will just find the business and the business will scale. We want to spend a bit of money, mostly the Smart Grant actually. The Smart Grant is going to be the predominant spend. But we want to basically build better products and increase the amount of single submission automation to make an event successful for the local guys. That's what we want to try and achieve. Because Eventbrite is all about targeting the local guys. And the Eventbrite partnership, again, if you Google Eventbrite Spectrum, you'll see the partnership. We were one of 10 companies. We're available in the US right now to that platform. What are we going to do with the money visually? This is my plan for the next 2 years. We're sitting here around now. My job this year is partnerships, if I can stop running around London trying to raise money. Direct sales, more developers, hire a bigger office in London so we can actually really grow. We want to put one of our top sales guys in New York because we have clients there we service badly. We want to put one of our top guys in Dubai because some of our biggest clients are in Asia, we just can't service them very well. We're looking potentially at a bigger raise later in the year and we're trying to really drive direct sales. That revenue line for me is a dead cert revenue line on direct sales activities, selling into local market with a person. I've done it twice before in 2 previous companies. What's missing on that line is a technology hockey stick, which I'm madly trying to figure out, and that's been my passion for the last 3 years in this company, and I'll continue to do that until I execute. Revenue off the back of this investment. This investment is part of more investment, but it's part of a vision, part of a goal. We have great ambitions. That's the pitch. Thank you very much.
Thank you.